Hey, it's James Breeze. In today's video, I'm going to talk about why cricketers can't touch their toes. So whenever I work with a cricketer for the first time, I always assess their toe touch and if they can touch their toes for two reasons. One, I'm looking for power leakages, whether they're batting, bowling or fielding. Can they connect their lower half of the body to the upper half of the body? But two, risk of injury, because most cricketers think, oh, I can't touch my toes because my hamstrings are tight. Or the older guys say, oh, I got really bad hips, which is why I can't touch my toes. Well, that's not the case. It's because your legs and your hamstrings are doing the work of your abs. What that tells me is that the software ain't talking to the hardware. The brain is disconnected from the body, so it's not allowing you to bend forward to get to those toes. Let me explain with my simple tools of a bat and a towel. So when people try and touch their toes, they naturally just want to kind of bend forward. What happens is you're losing balance, and as a result, the body puts the handbrakes on, which is the hamstrings. However, this is a pattern that we have to change to get you working correctly. And to do that, like I said, you need a bat and a towel. Let me show you. So what you're gonna do is you put the bat on the floor. We're gonna put your toes up on your bat like so. We're gonna take a towel, roll it up, or scrunch it in a knot and put it in between your knees like this. Now we're raising the toes up first of all because I'm trying to push your weight backwards. Like I said, if your weight is going forwards, the hamstrings kick in to make you nice and tight. So we're gonna do a couple of repetitions of this with your hands up in the air. We're gonna squeeze the towel between our knees because that engages the core. And we're gonna start to bend down as far as you can possibly go until you feel like it gets tight. Then bend your knees slightly more and touch the ground, and then come back up. You're gonna repeat this 10 times, but making sure your weight goes back. You squeeze the towel as you go down, go as far as you can feel is comfortable. Squeeze the towel a little bit more, bend the knees a little bit, touch the ground, and then come back up. What we're doing is we're repatterning the process of you being able to touch your toes. Remember, we're trying to push back, squeeze and engage the core at the same time, and then come down and then touch the ground. And we're doing that for 10 reps. Okay, cool. The next part to this is to change the angle again. So we had the toes up before. Now we're going to have the heels up. So again, using your bat as a trusty tool, put the heels up on the bat, take the towel again, squeeze it in between your knees, hands up in the air, and you're literally going to come down and do exactly the same thing, pushing back, the weight goes back, squeeze the towel, go as far as you can do, then just bend your knees a little bit as you need to touch the ground, and then slowly come back up. So again, you're gonna repeat this process 10 times, pushing the weight back, squeezing the towel to engage the core, touch the toes, go a little bit further to touch the ground by bending it slightly, and put your hands up in the air and repeat, like I said, 10 times. We're doing both patterns because we're retraining the software to engage the core, shift your weight back to allow you to touch the ground. It's not a tight hamstring issue. I can't emphasize that enough. It is a patterning and sequencing issue that we have to retrain the brain to make you more powerful, stronger, and more resilient to injury. Now, there's another component to this as well, and that's breathing. We've got to include breathing when we're doing and retraining this pattern. What do I mean by this? So either toes up or heels up. What we have to do is when we're going up in the air, we take a big deep breath into the nose. And you breathe down. When you come to this point where you can't go any further, you take another deep breath in and you breathe out, bending your knees slightly to touch the ground. Breathing cannot be disassociated from the pattern itself. Your breathing is core to the whole movement because it tells the brain to calm down and it tells the brain to engage the right muscles. If you hold your breath when doing this pattern, it means the brain is freaking out and it's getting worried and scared. You've got to make sure the brain is not frightened and not scared during this whole process. Otherwise, we can't retrain that pattern. I hope that makes sense, but it's integral to the whole process. Okay, so just to recap very quickly, I assess the toe touch because I'm looking for power leakage and I'm looking for injury risk. Remember, you generate power from the ground up, whether you're batting, smashing the ball over the boundary, or you're bowling. And if there's a leakage between upper and lower body, we have issues. So, toes up very quickly on the bat. Do this 10 times, squeezing the towel in between. Heels up, squeeze the towel in between 10 times. Don't forget to breathe. Breathing is integral and squeezing this. And then once you've done that drill 10 times each way, retest your toe touch and see you can touch the ground. Now, if you enjoyed that video, please make sure you like, review, and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next video.